It's your girl, Mikhail Rose, and I'm here at Iconix Radio. I have an amazing guest today. I'm so honored to have him. He's absolutely hilarious, a fool in these streets, the one and only, the comedian, Mickey Housley is in the building, guys.
Yeah.
Calm down, people in the back.
Chill.
Sit down.
Chill.
Oh, sit down back there.
Chill.
How you doing?
I'm good. I feel like it's that Instagram filter when everybody's screaming.
Not the filter.
Yeah. I gotta find that filter.
Man, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you. I appreciate it. It's been a minute.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Y'all, okay, so true story. Real story.
Real story.
Years ago, I was featured in a magazine, SIA magazine. Shout out to Dale. Mm-hmm. That was his name, Dale.
Dale Eugene.
What's up, Dale?
What up, Dale?
So Dale Eugene had a magazine. He also he had a lot of stuff going on. He's a multiple entrepreneur. He has a lot of businesses.
Funny.
But he had this magazine. I was featured in the magazine as an artist, and they had the magazine release. Get to the magazine release. I see all these amazing people here, from Houston and so on and so forth. This guy gets up, and he had ears like this.
Sure did.
And he was like, when I tell you, when this guy opened his mouth, people were screaming in laughter. Screaming in laughter. I was like, who is this guy? Like, where did he come from? The guy gets off stage. I was like, yo, you are crazy. You are hilarious. What's your name? How long you been doing this? This guy told me, my name is Mickey Housley, and I just started doing comedy.
I'm a Pisces.
I literally lost it because I knew instantly that I was talking to a star.
Man.
I did. I knew, because what is Def Comedy Jam? Old school.
Comic View.
Listen, I'm like old school. So it take a lot to make me say, man, I love him.
Yeah.
You have been doing this for a long time, and you've only gotten better.
Appreciate it.
And I commend you for staying in the grind and on the hustle. And you look good, boy. You look like Hollywood.
You look good. I appreciate it.
I
try. You being very, you ain't telling the full story. You got up there and you did your thing too, and you was hitting them and singing them songs and stuff like that.
I did a little something.
Yeah. I was like, Rose.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll tell you. Okay, so I will tell you this. Because I would never ever forget this. Mm-hmm. There was this ring that I had bought from the beauty supply. Okay. I did buy this ring. What? It was the hustle back then. Yeah. And it was a rose. It was a rose, and it was gold, and it was big.
So it was rose gold.
Listen, and that is my thing now. So listen, everything has come back full circle, and I'm just so happy for you, and I'm also happy for myself how far we've come along and hit so many stages across the country. You're married now. Congratulations.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, she got me.
She got you?
Yeah. I was out here trying to run the streets, and she was like, no.
Miss Ross, listen.
She got me.
It's just so good. So that this feeling that you guys are experiencing is just literally just of fulfillment. I'm just so happy to see you.
13 years ago, 2009.
And we just now seeing each other.
Yeah, right? 2013, everybody doing their thing. You was doing your thing.
Yep.
I was out there, in the streets, Chicago, New York.
Yes.
Doing my thing, and now it's just it's. What's the word? It's not serendipity. Is it?
I don't know. I don't know
is the
word.
Webster.
Somebody give me Webster.
Stuff come around full circle. I don't know.
It's so true, but you look amazing. I'm just so proud of you.
I didn't think that when I met you in 2009 that we'd be sitting here.
I did not either.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I knew that we would see each other again on another level.
For sure,
I knew that.
Sure. Yeah.
I really did, and I'm just so proud that the day has come. But there's more to come, so y'all stay tuned.
Oh, yeah.
Now let's get into it. Mickey Housley, comedian, author, actor, just everything that embodies an entertainer. You are that. Yeah.
Yeah, just out here just getting it. Comedy is the vehicle, obviously. You know, you start off, you tell these jokes, and then you dabble in the other stuff. Obviously, I was hitting the poetry scene too, because I think that
I remember too.
Yeah. I was doing that. Started. You know, that's how I met my wife or whatnot. But never date a poet because they crazy. But they hit you with. You get into an argument when they be like, "You don't caress me until my eyes roll to the back of my head." You be like, "What is you saying? It's deep."
Get your keys. Get your keys.
Get your keys. Get your keys. They gonna hit you some poetry stuff. You ain't gonna understand poetry lingo. They don't talk.
I'm gonna be good because you are crazy, baby. I love it.
Yeah, just everything out here. Did a couple of like, local movies and stuff. Trying to do more in the acting world, but right now I got a lot of like little stuff. I ain't gonna flex too hard on the acting side.
Look,
but yeah, because I got stuff where like you gotta like not blink to see me in the movie. You know what I'm saying? You blink, you missed me.
But you are doing so amazing. You have had sold out shows in many places. We're not going to downplay you.
Okay.
Because you get to Chicago. You left Houston. Mm-hmm. You went to Chicago recently. Years ago. Mm-hmm. And I was like, he's in Chicago.
In there.
Let me see how this finna go. Yeah. Because I know you know how the saying goes, like once you leave home, you're like more embraced, but you were getting embraced here. So I was waiting to see how this was going to go. The move to Chicago, let's talk about it.
It was dope. You know, we was out there and I didn't know how it was going to go, but the wife, you know, she came, we was boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. It was puppy love. Yeah. And, but thankfully, it worked out, you know, and, you know, wasn't very established at the time. Whenever you go to a new city, you kind of starting over a little bit because, you know, they don't know you.
Correct.
Or whatnot.
Correct.
So I went out there. Thankfully, she went to college. You know,
okay.
Thankfully, she had a degree. I say that because she was able to get a job and it got me on. So we was working together as we was trying to, you know, pursue this entertainment thing.
Yeah.
So did that for about 2 or 3 years and then left the job in 2017. Haven't worked since.
Wow.
Praise be to God.
Praise be.
And
wow.
been, you know, then dropped the book in 2018.
Yeah.
I know we'll talk about that later. But yeah, Chicago was dope, man. I was able to meet a lot of different people, a lot of different cats that's kind of blowing up in the in the scene.
You've been with some legends, man.
Yeah. Chicago was cool. Yeah, we got to work with Marlin Wayans out there.
Yes,
and a few people.
What was that like? Let's pause.
He was dope.
Marlin,
I got to learn how to like push off groupies.
With that's what you stiff arms.
I got to learn that from Marlin. So
really?
when I need to do it, you know, because this show I'm doing soon, you know, I plan to be looking like real good, right?
Yeah.
And so I know
stiff game.
Yeah.
Stiff
you know,
arms
gotta. You know, the wife, she might be around like, chill, you know.
But you got to put your Marlon Wayne. You got to put the skills.
I got to put the skills that I learned from Marlon. And with Marlon, it wasn't even like no females. It was like dudes that was like waiting in the parking lot trying to get like autographs. But, he, you know, his thing is, if you wasn't in the show, you know, then
real talk.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, but pay.
I think that's huge.
Yeah,
wow.
Come support me, buy a ticket. You know,
then you get the hookup, right? You get right.
Yeah, but people was just, and the dude was like, "Oh, come on, man." But Marlon already knew. Evidently, when you've been a star a long time, you aware that people are about to be doing this,
right?
And so he saw it from a mile away. It was like he was saying no before the dude even asked. I was like, "Yo, that's how good I gotta be." With my groupie
gotta be on
crazy
top.
Fan deflections, you know.
Deflections?
But I'm too nice, so I think it take.
You are so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you are. You've always had such an humble spirit about you. Always easygoing. You've always been smiling, and I know that you've had a lot of ups and downs throughout your career. Obviously, right?
We all do.
But I think what has always stood out about you to me is that you've always been consistent in your delivery. Your delivery is just like the energy is here. It's like everybody smile. Like I'm on stage, you smile.
Pop, 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 pop. That's what they tell me. They're like, you're so likable, and
you are so likable.
Yeah, and
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know how to do that, but
it's natural, man.
Yeah.
You have the it factor.
I appreciate it.
So there we go. I mean, that's why you look sharp. Come on.
Well, I knew I was coming to Iconics. I was like, I got to look a little iconic. I got to look iconic-ish.
With the gold chain. The boy got on black velvet.
With the gold chain.
With gold chain.
With the gold and a watch and a gold watch.
Oh.
And I was like, I gotta get the ring game up. But you got the ring game.
He did okay. He did his thing. He actually made an announcement when we were at the aisle.
Oh yeah.
And the pastor was like, you put your ring on, whatever. He was like, I paid a lot of money for this. I was like, you know what? Could you not? Please. I'm just saying.
I ain't mad at him.
Let's talk about, where are you originally from, my good friend Mickey?
H-Town, Houston, Texas.
Ew.
Southwest side.
Southwest side. Yeah. Dubs up.
Yeah, I don't even think the hospital exists no more. Jefferson Davis, is that still? I don't know.
I hope Jefferson's still, because I think that's where I was at too.
That was you want?
59.
I think so.
Yeah. I hope we're gonna have to make sure.
We gotta find.
He over there laughing like y'all couldn't listen, because I'm with you. We gonna find out today.
We was born at the same hospital. That's even more epic.
I love it.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay, so
we probably deuced at the hospital. I'm gonna see you in about 20 years. I'm gonna see you.
Hot 20. I got you.
I got you. Let's develop first, and then
I love it, Mickey. Man, that's real. And I hope so, because if that does, that's going to mean you're going to be even more important to me. Right. Growing up as Mickey Housley, what was it like?
Man, it was a lot of whoopings.
Okay.
A lot of whoopings.
Okay.
Let's just throw a number out there. Let's just say 500 whoopings.
500.
That's just a rough.
That's good. I got you beat, bro.
Really? Do you?
What?
Okay. I'm gonna just let's say 500, right?
Okay.
My dad was responsible for like 2 of them.
Okay. Oh, yes. Makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Mama was the discipline. Pop.
Pop.
Yeah. And then, so a lot of that for, 3 younger brothers and sisters and just, getting in trouble a lot, peeing in the bed all the time.
Okay.
And, a lot of that. A lot of, quarters going to washing sheets. And,
yes.
And, just being silly. I think 2nd grade was when I found out I kind of had a sense of humor.
Really?
Yeah, I was really a goody two-shoes.
Okay.
From,
teacher's pet almost?
Yeah, for the first, I would say kindergarten through 2nd grade. And then I moved to a new school, and then I saw it develop. So 3rd grade was when it turned, right?
Yeah.
It was this girl, Lakeisha Darden. I invited her to the show. You need to come to the show, Lakeisha.
Boy, you is crazy.
You need to come to the show, Lakeisha. But anyways, Lakeisha Darden, 3rd grade, probably the first crush I ever had, right?
Okay.
And I tripped and fell one day, and she just was laughing, and she was like, "Oh, you so crazy, you was funny." And so I was tripping and falling the rest of the year.
So that did it.
That did it. Anything to get a laugh out of Lakeisha, that's what I did, right?
Oh,
and so as I got older, I realized I didn't always have to do the little goofy stuff to get a laugh. I can say things and that get a laugh as well. So that kind of carried up. And so that was pretty much childhood and for the most part, Sharpstown. I was the goofy looking kid, as you mentioned earlier. The ears.
Listen, it's something about ears. I love ears, and I just kind of feel like if you have something that sticks out about you, but your personality matches that,
right?
It's cute, it's funny, right. And it's that thing that.
You probably the first person I heard say they love ears. Right?
Okay, I do.
See,
I love Martin's ears. I don't care what nobody say.
See, they might be making. See, you might be advocating something here.
Thank you.
You might be. Look, ears is making a come up.
Listen, I'm telling you, baby, don't I be playing with your ears? Yep, I do, and his ears are small, but I love his ears though. Okay, so, but yes, so growing up, you found your lane for
making people laugh.
Yeah. And 3rd, 4th grade, and then let's say you get into high school. What's that like?
So high school was it was weird because I do have this introverted side too.
Okay.
And so I was kind of half the classes, all the comedians say they was always the class count. So I was half of that. And some of my classes I was, and some of them I was real asleep. I was quiet and stuff, right?
Okay.
It really depended on like who was in that class with me or whatnot.
Right,
you know
right.
So my one of my best friends at the time, Michael Dove, any class we had together, it was a wrap. Yeah. It was a wrap. So you'll have some people from high school that say, I knew you were going to be a comedian. And then you'll have another half, when I was quiet, they'll be like, man, I where did this come from or whatnot?
Wow,
but it was always there. It's just that I didn't always like put it on. So when I got to my senior year, I think this is where it really like the window opened or whatnot. They used to always do this talent show every year at Sharpstown, school talent show.
Sharpstown High School, y'all stand up.
Sharpstown.
Man, let's go.
Yeah. We used to have, and y'all need to bring me to the school, man. I got friends that have gone back to their school and done like spoken and stuff. Sharpstown, y'all ain't never invited me to come. Y'all need to recognize.
It's Sharpstown High School. We're going to stamp it. Y'all need to reach out to my boy, Mickey Housley. He's an international comedian, like doing this thing. Y'all tap in. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
I got to do this quick story real quick.
Yeah.
J-Mac, y'all know Jay. We all know J-Mac.
J-Mac, yeah.
He came to Sharpstown one time.
Yeah.
On some importance of not doing drugs and coming to school. And then so he was like, J-Mac be freestyling and stuff. He was like, does anybody want to come up here and freestyle? So I go up. I do the freestyle, and then he was like,
"Were you better than J Mac?" Because I think
we didn't battle each other. We didn't battle.
Okay,
but I was better than
because we love you, Jay.
Respectfully, Jay.
Respectfully.
Yeah, that's the new no offense now. People say no offense. They say respectfully now, but it mean the same thing as no offense. You know what I'm saying? Every time they say respectfully, it's usually something disrespectful. But anyway, J Mac. So I did the freestyle. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a shout out on the radio, man. What's your name? I was like, Mickey. He was like, all right, cool, I got you, man. So the next day I go to school and they was like, yo, man, J Mac shouted you out, but he messed up your name. He was like, man, I went to Sharpstown. The school was they ain't had no energy, man. It's a shame that I gotta come to tell people about not doing drugs and staying in school. But you know what? There was this one cat, man. He had a lot of school spirit, man. What was his name? Marcus. Shout out to Marcus.
You know what? I took okay, J Mac. So we're gonna stamp this and make it official. His name was Mickey.
Yeah, you played me, J Mac. I forgive you, but you played me that day. I ain't forgot. 15 years later, I ain't forgot, J Mac.
I love it. So so there were always moments that you literally stood out.
Yeah, there was moments, and then the talent show, freshman through junior year, I'm seeing this talent show, and what pissed me off was I don't know if there was somebody writing these jokes for the people that hosted the talent show.
Yeah,
but they always were doing the same jokes. You know what I'm saying? At the talent show, one of them was like they would always do this thing like, "Yo, where Corey at?" Like, oh, I think Corey in the shower. So then Corey would run out on stage and he's in like his boxers and muscle shirt and stuff like that. And they would do that joke like every year. So I said, you know what, I gotta host that talent show next year. And so it came up to where the powers that be, they were looking for people to host it. And like I said, this been in the back of my mind for a year. So I'm like, yo, I gotta host this thing. So I won out. They let me host it. And I kill it. You know, I'm up there, I'm improvising and just everything.
Making it happen.
I'm in the moment. I'm making it happen. And then, I go to work. I worked at Kroger at the time, Fortune 500 company, Kroger. And people were coming up to me because a lot of people from Sharpstown worked at this Kroger off of Buffalo Speedway and this and that. Mm-hmm. And they were coming up to me and they were like, yo, man, that was like the best talent show since we've been at the campus. So it was very much validation. So I would say that was honestly like my first time, like, as a comedian, like host. Wow. I didn't realize it at the time or whatnot. And then 4 years later, that's when I started I was like 21, 22. That's when I became a comedian. But even before we go there, I started doing karaoke with my dad.
Nice.
And he was always like, he fell in love with karaoke, and he was always trying to get me and my brothers to do it. He was like, man, we got to karaoke. And I thought karaoke, legit, I don't want to sound sexist, but I thought only women did karaoke.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, man, only women do karaoke. What is your problem? But I went with them one day, and I loved it. And so I'm on stage doing these songs, and I can't sing for nothing, right? I'm horrible. But I'm no Mikhail Rose is what I'm trying to say. But I'm up here.
I love you, Mickey.
But I'm up here doing all these different antics, jumping on tables, sliding on the floor, and you know, gyrating on people, and people was always laughing and stuff, and I would get standing ovations doing karaoke.
Wow.
And they gave me the stage presence to
Got you.
Yeah, and an audience too, because when you leave high school, you don't have nobody to really like entertain anymore or whatnot.
That's true.
Yeah. So
wow.
And the job I had, I worked at Coca-Cola for a while. You know, I'm just really like, it wasn't a very interactive job where I'm seeing people.
Right.
So karaoke gave me that audience again. And so then stand-up comedy came around. So I had saw the opportunity to do that, and I jumped into that, and then the rest.
What was your favorite song that your dad did on karaoke?
He Johnny Gill, My.
Let me find out. What? Come on, that's my jam.
Yeah. We going tonight, actually.
Oh, y'all going?
Yeah, we karaoke, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of running around.
Enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself because you deserve it. You are always working. Every time I see anything about you, it's something that's happening. You, your wife, y'all team up. Let's talk a little bit about that. Your wife, Miss Ross. I like to call her Miss Ross, like Diana Ross. Sandra.
Sandrell.
Sandrell. Sandrell?
Yeah.
I'm going to call you, girl.
Yeah.
Wow. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Sandrell Ross. Oh, my God. I love her name. Okay. So, you guys met actually on the scene as well. So let's talk about that because I remember.
She was at that show, too. That SIA.
She was, right. She was there.
Yeah.
She was there. And I remember like a little bit later, you were doing another show and it was at a club. And I remember Boss Lady J was performing.
Okay.
And shout out to Boss Lady J. She's from Houston, an amazing female artist, rapper. And Sandrell Ross was there. And y'all were not dating.
Nah.
You got she was assisting you. She was helping you out.
Yeah.
Just like your friend.
We were good friends.
Good friends. That's what you told me. And I was like, oh, they together? Like, because I never heard anything about, and I'd be damn, I knew that was gonna be your wife.
Look at her calling right when her name come up. She called.
See, you see what I'm saying? I knew that was gonna be your wife.
She like, who talking about me?
I knew that was gonna be your wife.
You probably knew before I did.
I'm telling you, you said good friends, but I was like, nah, because she was right there with you. And let's talk about also her joining the comedian community and just. Come on, man.
Yeah, so we had, I got to give a shout out to, he's since deceased, but one of my early comedy mentors, Leroy Williams.
Oh, wow.
He used to do hypnosis. We called him the Hypno Bro.
Okay, R.I.P.
And so he put us in this situation where he was trying to write a pilot comedy sitcom or whatnot.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything, but me and Sandrell and a few other comedians, we were always collaborating like that. And so Sandrell, she was still doing spoken word at the time, but just being in this space of a bunch of comedians and writing and all that cool stuff, and just in a funny environment all the time, Leroy kind of pushed her, nudged her a little bit to give it a try. And so that's how that kind of came about. So over the years, we've been doing our thing where we'll do videos together.
I was going to say, I love you. Your videos are so hilarious. They're super hilarious because she's always like getting you and you're like,
like, okay,
I love it.
Right.
I love it.
She be checking me a lot. But so we just realized like we're really, because like I say, don't work a 9 to 5. So I do comedy and I'm married. So we're really like each other's lives. So why not, take a vet. I fought it at first a little bit because, us, we like to be, as artists, we can be selfish. We want to do our own thing and all that stuff. But I'm like, this is my life. I'm not a school teacher where, I don't have those things to pull from or whatnot.
Right.
This is my life. We go through stuff, good, bad. And let's pull from it. Let's make it funny. And then people just typically like that stuff. People, there's a lot of single people out there, so people look at married couples at times that like, okay, there's hope
Yes,
and,
yes.
like,
and you're doing it together.
For sure.
Because I've also seen where she was doing the show, and then you were also on the show as well. And then I'm like, this is so beautiful. Yeah. And then I've also seen where, you were doing a show, and then she's doing like an all-female show. And y'all are just promoting each other.
Right.
And then you come back together at home and y'all doing videos like eating hot sauce and popcorn and all kind of. Listen, I thought, that was my one.
She done whisper jokes in my ear from afar. Like, do the African joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. What is it like working with someone that you're married to in the same industry? What is that like? Because a lot of people would like to hear about that.
Well, it is it's cons and pros.
Okay, true. Big facts.
I'm not gonna sell it like everything peachy creamy out here, but the perks is like you got someone that understands what you're doing,
okay,
or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If I get done with a show, another comedian told me this. He was like, "Yeah, you should appreciate what you have because from an artist standpoint." He would just give me another aspect of why, of course I appreciate my wife, but
for sure.
It was like, we get off these stages, sometimes we have a great show, sometimes we have an okay show. It's always good to have someone you can talk to, and she's gonna understand because she's in that field too. Thanks. If I have to be out a little later than usual, although no wife wants her husband out unnecessarily late, but she'll understand.
I'm about to fight the man back there. Look, you got a witness.
You out there in the streets, Anthony.
You got a witness over there.
9?
Yeah, because we go through that all the time.
Really? The hallelujah come out his mouth?
Yeah. But please continue. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, all good. So that's those are some of the perks, and then sometimes, obviously, like I say, me and my wife, we were around each other a lot, so in the same workspace, sometimes it is like, when you're around each other so much, sometimes, friction can become out there. You need your space or whatnot. And so, because, sometimes you'll get into it, and then you might not talk to each other for a couple hours, and then there's space that way. But if you organize the space, then, it don't have to come to that.
Right.
So, but yeah, more often than not, it's a good thing. Like I said, I've learned to and she picked up on it before I did. It took me a little, I had to get there. I wasn't there first. I had to get there.
And you do. I think we all have to get there. I was having a conversation with an amazing, beautiful woman in the industry, Miss Claudia B. Jordan, the other day.
Okay,
and she was saying how she doesn't really believe that is like that it can happen, like having that real team partner, husband. And I understood exactly what she was saying because I didn't believe the same thing for a long time.
Right.
And then sometimes it's hard for me to believe that it's still happening when it do happen, But the beautiful thing about it is anything is possible.
Absolutely.
As long as the two people on each end come together and they have that understanding. So I've seen you guys grow together, and I'm so happy for you and for her, and just for the comedian community out there. Y'all got husband and wives out here killing it in the game.
Well,
together.
The cool thing is too, like, because on Facebook, when you put your stuff on social media, everybody that sees it don't always react to it.
Big facts.
Yeah, so we'll be in the streets, and there'll be people that like, yo, man, I love your stuff, like that never like
said anything,
liked or said anything or shared or anything like that. And I was like, yo, I would have never known. But that's just a little nugget in knowing to keep going, because you're reaching people you don't even know you're reaching. It ain't until you see them in the streets and they're like, yo, man, I ain't seen a video from you in a little bit. Like, well, I didn't know y'all cared.
And I will say this, you're not just a boxed in comedian. You are a crossover comedian. Your audience is so diverse. I want to be very clear, because not everyone can do that. But you're being yourself. This is nothing written, like this is just you.
Well, I never wanted to limit myself to just like one demographic.
Most definitely.
Yeah, because some people like, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing is wrong with that at all.
But some people, like, they'll they do one side and then they get presented here and then they're nervous. They don't know how to
right,
and
right.
I always want to be comfortable in any atmosphere. Right. Yeah,
I believe that there's a group for everybody, but some people are able to cross over into different lanes. And I think you've always been able to do that. And now that you're doing that along with your beautiful wife, and y'all are like, the skits that you guys come up with are amazing, and they're also hitting on topics about relationships.
For sure.
So that's why I really wanted to highlight that, because y'all are doing that. So thank you for that.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, and it's all positive stuff too.
Yeah.
It's always y'all always doing something crazy.
Right.
So yes. So let's talk about who influences you to do comedy.
Okay, so like as a kid or
As a kid, let's speak in general.
Generally speaking, when I was a kid, I thought my dad was like really funny. Like, yeah,
nice.
I'm older now, and I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking. Because you know, like not just my pops, but people. Period. When you're a comedian, people are always like, "Yeah, man, if I was a comedian, I'd say this." So you get all these like different jokes and
totally not like
and
that.
different bits and stuff that people would do if there was a comedian. My dad, he'll be sharing me what his comedy would be like, and I'm like, yeah, Pop, it's good that you you stayed at Metro, and
damn,
keep driving them buses, Pop.
Hold it down, right?
Hold it down. I might need a transfer, but yeah, growing up, like just his family, like all my uncles, they funny. My uncle might kill me for saying this, but he just he dabbled with cocaine here and there.
Okay,
and not by any like he wasn't a crackhead or nothing like that, but when you're the only one of the brothers to do that, they labeled. You know what I'm saying?
He's the one that,
he's the one. But it was funny because he just, I've been doing comedy 13 years, and he just recently gave me permission to talk about that.
Oh Lord, look.
That's why I'm saying it now.
No,
I'm like, okay, I got
a green light.
I got the full arsenal. Uncle was a crackhead.
Not really a crackhead, just a powderhead.
Not a real.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. And that's so interesting because I think being able to talk about that is, I think, beautiful from both sides, because as a comedian, you're not like, oh shit, people gonna judge me and my family, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But because it sounds like it's something that's past tense, and he's like, okay, go ahead.
Don't
put me out there. Now we ain't gonna tell who it is.
Right. Yeah, we ain't gonna say which uncle. Say it was Uncle Tony.
But I think that that's a beautiful thing, that now you're actually getting the okay from your family to say, go ahead, and it's good.
Do what you got to do. But all my dad's brothers are hilarious. They're funny. And so I think early on, that's where the influences came from. And as far as like comedian standpoint, like now I say Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
And I liked him. I liked him back then too, but like I didn't have him I didn't revere him like I do now. Like I think he's the best.
Yes.
And younger Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx, like those two. And I always had like a bunch of different, like I was always the one, like my favorite artists always change, and that's from music and comedy or whatnot.
Thanks.
So I never had like that one person that I just rolled with all the time. So you got Marlon Lawrence, you got you got Chris Tuckers, you got Eddie Murphy, just
so many.
Many, and I like them all. D.L. Hughley was always a favorite of mine too. Many different ones, and I always like the ones that kind of make you think, think like there's, even though Chappelle is like that, he's like very deep and makes you think, but not so much conscious, but like funny, like they'll say a joke and it's like witty and it's like, oh, I get that, like,
right.
I see what you did there. I like that. That was always like my type of humor or whatnot. But then but yeah, it's just so many different.
Do you write your own comedy shows? So what is that process like, being a writer? Because I think that's another dynamic that not everyone has.
That is true. Yeah. So for me, it was walking the neighborhood.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, walking the neighborhood. And I used to get real dark out here in Houston, you know, in that Houston sun.
Yeah,
like,
buddy.
I'm about to walk in the house. But
Okay.
people would tell me that they were like, yo, if Mickey's black, that means he got some new material that he about to.
I know that's right. Boy been outside.
Right. He been outside. Oh, it's a wrap. But so yeah, for me it was walking, like it was hard for me to kind of like sit down with a piece of paper and pen and come up with stuff that way. So I gotta walk. It gets my mind going and stuff like that, and I visualize my stuff. I used to be out there with like a marker or a pen, as if I'm saying it on stage.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm just walking around.
And you're looking.
I'm looking, and the stuff is coming to me, and I'm pretty sure people driving probably thought I was crazy, because you know when you're like coming up with material, you don't realize it all the time, but you're acting it out or whatnot.
Wow.
Your face, even though you're thinking it in your head, you're acting. I'd be at work at times, and you know, putting groceries on the shelves, and I'll be acting out, and I'm coworkers would be like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm good." Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting to hear. As an artist, like how you create, like you actually go out and you're in the physical, like. So that's very interesting. Thank you for that.
For sure.
Now let's kind of roll over a little bit more into your writing skills, because you are now a published author.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's talk about a comedian and author.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was that process like?
Okay, so this was dope because right here, Chronicles of a Stand-Up Guy.
Yes.
And so this was dope because I realized that like, I was always supposed to be an author, right?
Wow.
Because I actually tried this. What you see in front of you is my third attempt.
Wow.
At writing a book.
I saw that on your Facebook post. See, I'll be watching when you wrote about that. And, yep, go ahead.
Right. So when I was 12, maybe 14, I think I was 14.
Okay. I
used to always read these. When I was like 12, I would read these books. It was an author named Christopher Pike.
Okay.
And he wrote these books about. I'm a big sports guy.
Yeah.
And all his books were revolved around sports. It would be different sports, but obviously basketball, football, stuff like that. But there's all these different sports, right?
Yeah.
And so I just really enjoyed it. So I said, I want to write a book like that, like Christopher Pike. So mine was going to be about basketball because that was my first love or whatnot. So
nice. You play ball?
I wasn't that good, but we tried. We got out there.
Okay.
I was defense. Like you don't want me to shoot, but I'll pass you the ball real good.
I love it.
I'll pass you the ball. You need a towel, I got you. But so I wrote. I was writing this book about basketball, it's fictional story and stuff like that. And I got about halfway through, and I just kind of let it go.
Okay.
So that was the first attempt. I was like 13 or 14. And then when I was about 25, 26, I wanted to write a book about, it was called the Halloween Challenge. And it was basically and it had nothing to do with Halloween, but it didn't. I was like, that I'm kind of glad that didn't work out. But basically the book was basically about 6 friends who challenged themselves. They were college friends, and they were just lazy and not doing nothing. So one of the friends challenges his friends to a 30-day challenge to do the task, whatever your heart desire is, work on that for the next 30 days, right? Without distraction. And it was October 1st when he pitched this to them. So 30 days, it would be Halloween. So that's why it was the Halloween challenge.
Love it.
Or whatnot. So I finished, like I say, the sports book I got about halfway through. This one I actually finished, but I didn't like type it up or whatever. I didn't go further than that. Like I wrote it like it's in my notebooks finished, but
I love it.
So that was the second attempt. So this one I was like, I gotta finish it. You know what I'm saying?
Get it done.
Yeah. So this was just me. When I first started comedy, I started writing a journal.
Okay.
And I wanted to chronicle my career.
Yes.
And so that's basically what this book is. It's all the journal entries
I
did. So it's all the stories like that happened in that moment or whatnot, what I was thinking. When I was in LA, I was homeless. And out there just trying to, finesse the LA scene. And was supposed to be staying somewhere, and that fell through. So I'm on the streets for 2 or 3 nights. And I just want to give all the homeless people out there, I want to say I salute y'all because I cried for 2 days straight.
Wow.
Homelessness is real. But
wow.
I don't know how they do it. But there's stories like that. It's fun stories. It's heartbreaking. You know,
I never knew that about you.
Yeah. I was out there struggling, but it was all good. So so when I completed this, it was like, yo, I wanted to do this since I was a kid, and I forgot that I did that, but I was like, yo, this was destined to happen. So super easy book. I think the biggest word is like stage or something like that.
Okay, we'll take that. That's cool for me. I'm good because earlier you said a word. I was like, what Webster? Please,
yeah. Serendipity. That was the word.
There you go. Say it.
We'll never
you
say that.
Me so
we'll never say serendipity at this show.
What do you consider good comedy?
Just that cerebral, like I mentioned earlier, I always like the comedians that give that have jokes or whatnot. But as I evolve and get better at my craft and even watch more comedy, I realize like a good comedian is very relatable. Or they do material that's relative stuff that people can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, all the stuff we watch that make us laugh is usually a parody of something.
Big facts. Yes, so true.
Yeah, it's usually people saying like, "Oh, this is how drunk people act." You know what I'm saying? So it's a parody of drunk people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Man, that is how they act, or whatnot. You know, or this is how dudes act when they mad at their wives. Like, man, they do be bugging like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So and then it's funny because we identify with something we've seen before, even though what you're doing is an exaggerated version of that.
Right.
But it's funny. So I think that's what makes great comedy, when you can do stuff that people can relate to. It's just like with music. The reason why a lot of artists sample stuff because people like stuff that they're familiar with.
Big facts.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. When I see performers, when they're out there and they do covers and stuff, because that's what
people are familiar with.
That's what they're familiar with.
Most definitely.
And then once they get you know the game, obviously.
Most definitely. You give them what they want until they fall in love with you, and then you give them what you want to give them, and everybody eats.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
We hungry.
Let's go. It's going down. That also runs me into my next question. Thank you for that.
Okay.
What styles of music do you like listening to?
I'm just like, I just like that hardcore thug, hip hop. Just
Really, Nikki?
Yeah, I like man. If a song ain't a good song if nobody gets shot. I'm just go ahead and put it out there. If ain't nobody getting shot,
Mickey,
the art I don't mess with it. I don't like it.
I'm so tired of you today.
I need some Tupac, All Eyes on Me.
Period.
Hit 'em up style.
Let's go. Hey, yes.
I shot the sheriff. All that stuff. But no, just hip hop. I'm big on the gospel music. Yeah,
gospel.
Yeah. Matter of fact, my song right now, I need to listen to more gospel music. Like, I grew up in it. But I gotta get back to it. Because
what's my girl name? Deshandra.
Shout out to Deshandra.
Yes, you need to check her out. She's an amazing gospel artist, and she's also in Durun Entertainment. They're also playing here every Sunday on Iconix Radio. Okay. So we gonna turn you on.
Yeah, I need to know.
Because she got Kirk Franklin.
Is she local?
No, she's from Detroit.
Okay.
But she's like all around, like doing her thing. And
I need to know a gospel artist personally.
I got you, man. She's like so lit.
That would be dope.
Her new single is featuring Kirk Franklin.
That is dope.
And is it who is that? Yeah, I know it's Trouble Don't Last No Way. That old school. Give them what last away.
Yeah,
I was about to twerk. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I was about to hit it. I'm so sorry.
I would have been right there with you. I wouldn't have left you hanging.
We're gonna be good. We are good Christians. I promise you.
We're good Christians. We both gonna have to repent.
So, big shout outs to everybody. Deshandra and Durun Entertainment. We love y'all. Sure. Now let's talk about where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? This is gonna be good.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. You know what? It will be, because that was always the hardest question for me to answer when I would get asked that question, because for the first 10 years of my career, I was always just out there just, doing shows and doing jokes and stuff. And you just like, I just want to make it, but we really no sense of direction of what that looked like,
Right.
So the next 5 years, so I'm taping this comedy special, and
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Calm down, y'all.
Thank you. So, this will be one of what I expect to be several or whatnot. So if we talking 5 years, I'm talking about at least 3 to 4 specials out there.
Good.
Or whatnot.
Awesome.
I'm talking about being in a position where I have a team of writers.
Yeah.
Or whatnot, and you can come to us for anything. If you're a public speaker, because I've done that before. I've written material for public speakers.
Awesome.
If you do that and you need jokes to liven up your speech, you can come to me or come to my team. We can do that for you. If you got a sitcom or a Netflix series of stuff, you need comedy written in there, you can come to my team or whatnot. So I'm working on putting that together or whatnot.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then the wife and I, we want to be. I don't ever say. People say this for us.
Okay.
I don't ever really say it, but people say this for us. They like, y'all gonna be the next power couple or whatnot.
We love power couples. We love those.
Right.
Yes, and hands down, you already there. I mean, you're already there.
Yeah.
Period.
And me and the wife, we talk about that. It was like,
good.
We got it already. It's
Keep it going.
We just gotta.
She'll be here soon. Y'all stay tuned. Yeah. Wifey coming in. Oh, yes. Oh, Miss Housley going to be here, baby.
Ask her all the tough stuff. Like, make her squirm.
Yeah. Okay, I will. I love it. Where can people find you now?
On Cash App at Mickey Housley, hashtag, yeah.
Mickey.
All right. Instagram at Mickey Housley. Everything is Mickey Housley. Everything's Mickey Housley. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm Mickey Ticky.
No, you're not.
Mickey Ticky.
Are you serious? I'm gonna follow you today.
Yeah. Mickey Ticky. There's TIKKY.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mickey Ticky.
Mickey Ticky.
Okay.
I'm building that up too. MickeyHousley.com. And yeah.
Where can they purchase the book?
You can purchase the book on Amazon. Just go to Amazon, type in Mickey Ticky. I mean, Mickey Housley.
Mickey Ticky too. Hey. Mickey Housley's book will also be featured on the Iconix Radio Book Club. So y'all stay tuned. You're going to be seeing this in a lot of interviews.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
No, we appreciate you. Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you, hands down, for everything that you're doing, everything you've done, everything that you and your wife are bringing to the industry. Thank you.
Facts. You know, when you say facts, it make anything you say for real.
Legit. Words of encouragement to the up-and-coming comedians and authors that are out there that are watching you.
Yeah.
What you got for them?
Yeah, just keep doing it. It's the most cliche advice ever, but I tell this to every comedian that asks me for advice. I said, just hit as many stages as you can. When I was coming up, I wasn't just doing comedy clubs. I was doing poetry spots. That's why I know Mikhail Rose, because I didn't limit myself just to comedy clubs. If I did that, we wouldn't be here right now. But
10 years later.
10 years later. But yeah, just hit everything. Hit karaoke spots. Hit the rock and roll open mics. And just wherever you can get us, because now you're getting on stage more than every other artist.
Yep.
You know, the comedy scene, you got 8 to 12 places you could perform a week, but you hit these other spots, now you got 20.
That's true.
To 25.
I love that. Wow.
You know, and it helped me when I did the Houston's Funniest competition. I got second.
You did, and I saw that.
Yeah, I got beat out, but you know.
That was how many competitors were there?
It was like 60.
Yeah, and you made it to number 2.
Yeah, I was number 2.
That speaks huge volumes, period.
And the guy that beat me, he was like, I was like in my second year, he was like a 10, 12-year guy. So,
wow.
But you know, anyways, we talk about it. That's my guy, Theodore Taylor. We talk about it all the time.
Big shout outs to you and Mr. Theodore, first place winner out of 60, second place. Listen, man, Texas been on the map. Y'all don't know.
We on the map.
We on the map.
Y'all come out.
Now, Mr. Mickey Housley, we like to play little games around. Oh, we got a game, and it's not Monopoly.
I love games.
You do.
I love games. I host game shows too.
You do.
I got to throw that out there. Yeah, I'll be on the college scene hosting game shows. That's actually what I did yesterday in Louisiana.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What college did you go to?
Louisiana Tech.
What's up, Louisiana Tech? Holding it down.
What up?
Don't be looking at the answers too. I
needed to get that.
I needed to get that.
That's Anthony's fault. Though. He flipped the face up.
Babe, pay attention. Pay attention. We're trying to win over here. He ain't gonna be no spade partner for me. Look.
You You know, I just learned how to play spades.
You did? I still don't know.
About a year ago now. But my wife, she made me. She was like, you can't have that skin color and not know how to play spades. I was like, all right, well. She made me learn. I'm cold now though. I learned fast.
You own it?
Yeah, I learned. I'm on it.
Well, when she gets here, we're definitely gonna have to go out to eat and just hang out, just do a little. I think that'll be beautiful, man. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, it's game time, guys. You know what's going on. Here we go. So, Mr. Mickey Housley, I am going to give you a few questions. I'm going to give you some answer options, and you just give me the correct answer, okay?
Right. The correct answer or my correct answer? The correct answer.
The correct answer, please, Mickey. Here we go. First question. In what year was the search engine Google founded?
1997. Oh, you got to give me the...
I got to get...
Oh, okay.
Boy, he thought he knew. No. A, 1990. B, 1996. Or C, 1993.
Okay, so we really started doing Google like in the 2000s. But normally stuff be, it be out years before we all know about it. And I said 97 already. So I guess it would only make sense to say 93.
No, you have to say 96.
96. That's what I meant. 96.
You meant to say 96 for real?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I overthought it. I said 97, so 96. Yeah, 96.
96. That's what we're going to go with?
That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right. I cannot deal with you today. Here we go.
Did you hear 93? I definitely said 96.
I definitely heard 96.
Yeah.
Look, here we go. In Saved by the Bell, what were Zach and Kelly dressed up as the night they broke up? A, Romeo and Juliet. B, Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Or C, King and Queen.
King and Queen is very vague. Mickey, I'm here. What was the first one? Romeo and Juliet?
Romeo and Juliet.
They all sound like good. There's not an all of above answer?
No, Mickey.
Okay. Let's go with Mickey and Minnie.
It was A, Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet?
You know that they would have been Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. Man, I'm slipping.
No, it's okay. Because you got this one. Oh, I like this one. Okay. On Friends, what was the name of Ross's monkey? A, Marcel.
Okay.
B, Caesar. Or C, George.
I did not watch Friends. But I'm gonna go with Caesar. Marcel. It was definitely Marcel.
It was. Are you going to go with all of?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Marcel.
It was B. It was B. Caesar.
It was Caesar.
It was Caesar.
You waited. You threw me off.
It was Caesar.
You did that on purpose.
I did.
Oh
my goodness, I love it. Okay, we got one more. You ready?
Right, let's do it.
You're killing it. Here we go. In the 90s film Matilda.
Okay, I saw that.
What was the name of Matilda's teacher?
Oh, don't tell me. You ain't got to tell me. It wasn't. You do got to tell me. Hold on.
I'm going to give you the options.
The trench bow was the...
that was the crazy principal.
The crazy principal.
Yeah.
I know it if I hear it.
Okay. A, Miss Wormwood.
It wasn't that one.
B, Miss Bliss.
Nah, it wasn't that one. It's C.
Or C,
it's C.
Miss Honey.
It was Miss
Honey. Yeah. That's right. Mickey Housley is in the building, guys. That was so much fun.
Where's the confetti at?
Listen. We're going to find some in a minute. Mickey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Yeah. It's been such an amazing time to have you here in Houston. I appreciate
you. This was fun. It wasn't forced. It was, you do some of these interviews. You be like, man, I can't wait. You be like, man, you didn't look at my career at all. But it's good when you're rocking with somebody you know and that does it well. And I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We're gonna also get the album here. We definitely got to get we got to get you spinning on Iconix Radio. We do comedy, spoken word, EDM, Afro beats. We don't limit at all. So comedian Mickey Housley will be spinning on Iconix Radio, guys. Be sure to tune in. His new special is coming soon. It's in the works. It's about to be filmed. And just congratulations on all of your success.
Well, maybe y'all can help me come up with a title for it, because I'm torn between two, right?
Okay.
Because a lot of the material I'm gonna be doing is gonna be COVID related.
Okay.
So I'm torn between the Comicron, which is a play off of the Omicron variant. Because so if you look at the spelling, it's like COMIC, comic.
Comicron.
Yeah. And then the other one is COVID has AIDS. I don't know which one to go. Yeah, I might get flagged for that one, but we'll see. I'll put a poll up. You know what?
Put a poll up, because I'm definitely going to vote. I know which one I want. I know which one I want. Guys, stay tuned. Be sure to look out for that poll, because be sure to vote.
Yeah.
Your girl, Mikhail Rose, the amazing, the phenomenal, the boy in the building.
Yes.
Mickey Housley, the comedian, guys. Make some noise. We are here at Iconix Radio, and we are Izzy out.
I like that. Dope.